2 more hours. FOMC rate decision coming up in 2 hours. Are you ready for this? What is your plan to do after? What is your plan to do before? Are you managing your risk correctly? Let me know who is here. Say hi, don't be shy. We have 2 more hours rate decision. Market will go up or market will go down. It doesn't matter. We need to be prepared for both sides. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here, midday market recap. I'm 7 years professional trader, full-time trader. In the first 2 years, it was very rough 2 years until I found my own set of rules on the technical side and most importantly on the psychology side, rules that fits my routine, my mentality, my mental state and everything. It took me 2 years. So take your time, put the effort into it. And as you know, trading is not a get rich quick scheme. Let's go over SPY, 65 minutes. Very tight price range. Less 1.5 points since beginning of the day. Not surprising. And the 15 minutes, you can see it much clearer. We still have the gap got filled, in my opinion, it got filled. The high here was 443.18. The low here was 443.16. So the morning gap got filled. Now moving sideways until we will see what Mr. Powell have to say. You can see it over here also, US 500 4 hours, futures 4 hours, still below the 44.65 and above the 44.36. The 15 minutes, sliding down slowly. But as you can see, we had an uptrend, retracement, 50% retracement. Hi Aslan, hi Iran, thank you very much for joining this midday market recap. Nothing much going on until we will have some decision at the FOMC. QQQ also moving sideways. We can see it on the 65 minutes. 369 to the downside, 371 to the upside. Oil trying to get back inside this uptrend channel. Let's see. 4 hours close above the 90-91 area, and then we can say with high probability we're heading towards the 92, and then this area over here. Some interesting names that I'm following to see how first we need to see how the market will react to the FOMC rate decision. Then these names are on my list. First we have AEHR, long continuation. I will take long above the 49.85 towards the 53 area. Above 53, we are heading towards 64. WRB, you know this name from my top stocks to watch weekend video. Broke above the 64.55. I'm not long yet because I'm waiting to see market reaction. Long continuation above 65.75 towards 67. WSM, Williams, Sonoma, very tough resistance. This area, the 145, 146 area, very tough resistance. Long breaking above it, and then we're good to go to long. We can take Fibonacci. Next resistance will be the 149 and then 155. Lululemon with an uptrend. Retracement 618, doji, and today gap up. Let's see if this gap will hold, and let's see continuation above the 398 towards 407 and then 440. AGL, another name that I'm watching. I'm looking for a break above the 1882, and then we have all the levels to the upside. We also have here some kind of a multi-bottom scenario of the 1640. This will get validated above 1945 towards the 21. Above 21, I will add to this long position towards 25.66. DHT, also from my top stocks to watch video, weekly video, this trend line holding the higher lows. This trend line will be the next resistance. First, let's see this gap getting filled. As long as DHT will hang above the 954, good to go long towards this gap and then towards the upper purple trend line. NCLH bounced off this purple trend line. Now 1755, very tough resistance. Look left, resistance, resistance, and in the past 4 days or so also resistance with multiple dojis indecision. I'm waiting for 2 days above it, and then we are heading towards 1845 and above, in my opinion, above 1921. We are heading towards this gap over here. Let's mark it. ABBV 155 area, tough resistance, long continuation. I want to see a break above it towards the 160 area, and then we are using Fibonacci and ATR as our risk management. If you are a pattern trader, pattern seeker, you can clearly see cup handle will get validated above the 155 towards 160, and then all-time highs at the 175. BAC, Bank of America, 29 area, tough resistance. Look here, resistance, support, resistance, tried, failed, resistance, broke, went back down, and now once again 1 month of resistance. A weekly close above 29.30 or maybe 30, above 30, and we are heading towards this gap over here at the 30.76. So take screenshots or watch once more this video after the live is over. Very nice setups. So who is with me? Say hi, don't be shy. Hi Icho, AGCO, Ophir, hi. Hi John, hi Aslan, hi Ran. Let's check AGCO. We have some kind of a double bottom scenario of the 119, all this area. It's always an area, as you know. It's never an accurate price. Long continuation above 123.90, 124, and then we can take long all the way towards 128 and then 132. Let's mark it over here. Mark over here. We don't even need Fibonacci. We train our eyes to look left and identify potential resistance and support. If price will go down, this is our next support. Only by looking left, identifying support, resistance, by truly understanding pure price action, you can do it also. You don't need me. AR Fubo. Fubo I watched yesterday. I'm still watching it. I want to see a close above the 3, maybe even above the 310 area, and then we are heading towards the 335. We do have here, once again, if you're a pattern trader, you have here inverted head, some kind of an inverted head and shoulders, or cup and handle. Everybody sees different. Fibonacci traders, we see candles, higher highs, higher lows. We also have this trend line over here that helps us to identify the higher lows. Now let's see close above 3 or 310, and then we have all the levels to the upside. ARKK. Let's see, nothing much so far. If you're looking to go long, I don't see any long here, unless we will get a weekly close above 44.54, and then we are heading towards 50.50. For now, we have lower highs, lower lows. Be careful below 39.30. Then we're heading towards this gap over here. You know that more than 80-85% of all gaps will get filled. Let's check once again. Market now is entering pause time, just moving sideways, sitting and watching and waiting for Mr. Powell, Chairman Powell. What else? Watching Shopify. Let's see Shopify. Shopify yesterday, doji of the 618, Fibonacci retracement, uptrend, retracement, 618, gap to the upside. For now, inside candle, nothing much, long, only above 60, 80, short continuation below 56.90 towards all these levels to the downside, and then we have a gap at the 48. What else do we have? Hi Itzhak, thank you very much. I hope everything is good. HNI 4D. Look at the volume. I don't trade these kind of volumes. Not for me. Very low volume, especially today. Only 770K. But let's check line chart. Much easier on the eyes. Now we had here resistance. Next resistance is the 36.44. You don't need candles, you don't need EMAs, you don't need stochastics, you don't need RSI, you don't need MACD, you don't need anything. For swing trading, all you need is line chart, look left, and identify support and resistance. If you're looking just to fine tuning, if you are missing something, just to make it a little bit better, your strategy, your set of rules, check the links in the description below. Fibonacci-Traders, we have 60 minutes crash course. I took my whole course and just compressed it into 60 minutes from A to Z. The whole idea, my whole strategy in 60 minutes. Check it out. We also have a nice discount. 60 minutes and then you will become a better trader. Trust me. And you get 3 months free in the premium room. What else do we have? Open. We checked it yesterday, I think. We said, here we are once again, 312, still holding. Below it, we're heading towards this gap. If you're looking to go long, wait for 2 or 3 days above 346 or round it up towards 350. Short below this 312. What else do we have? Hi, Mickey, can you check Swan? Southern Energy. I don't remember when I drew this line. But multi-top, bulls failed, now broke below this trend line, and we are heading south towards where? No need to guess. Here you are. You can take it from here, you can take it from here. Not surprising. Fibonacci gives us support. Below it, we are heading towards 590. And then we have all the levels to the downside. If you're looking to go long, once again, let's take Fibonacci. Long, in my opinion, only above 641. What else do we have? CF. If you have any other questions, not just chart requests, trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. If you're looking to go long, if you're not long, if you're already long, your stop should be somewhere here at the 80-81 area. Below it, this gap will get filled, and then you are going towards the 76. If you are not long yet, I would wait for a break above this trend line towards 87, and then this will be a very tough resistance. This will be a tough resistance. So here you are, and your stop should be somewhere around 80 area. And of course, it's only my opinion. Always do your own due diligence. Follow others to get ideas, to learn, but don't follow others to tell you what to do. If you follow others to tell you what to do, you will blow out your account. For sure. This I tell you for sure. How about Virt? Let's check Virt. 1 hour 45 minutes left to FOMC rate decision. Are you ready? Are you managing your stops accordingly? Because anything can happen. Doesn't matter what the FOMC rate decision will be. All that matters is how market will react. We need to prepare for any scenario. Do not be biased. Never be biased when you are trading. Always prepare for both sides. Virt, nothing much. 1712. All this area between the 1650 and the 17 area, very important level of support. Below it, take Fibonacci to the downside. You're heading south towards 1490. Overall, you do have here also a trend line that shows you the way. And the way is down. Tried to break up, went sideways, few days, even 1 month, sideways, try to break above the 1920. Why? It was a very important level of support over here. If you go way back, resistance, resistance, support, broke to the downside, bulls gave up. Now trying to get back above this trend line. In my opinion, I would wait for a weekly close above 1920. And of course, it all depends on the time frame that you are trading. If you are swing trading, you can also take Fibonacci to the upside and maybe start small long position. You will have a weekly close above 1823. What else? Netflix. What is Netflix doing today? Nothing much. Inside day, as you can see, 4 consecutive dojis. 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive dojis. Market is an indecision what to do with Netflix. It did not decide if market wants to close this gap, touch this purple trend line, and then maybe a next leg up, or closing the week above 398 and then maybe going towards this red trend line, retesting it as resistance. It was a very important area of support since June of 2022, and last Wednesday, 1 week ago, it broke to the downside, and now bears for now are in control. What else do we have? Hi, Muki. Labu. It's a 3x biotech, nothing much. Going to the downside. You're looking to go long? Wait, now, as you can see, it's in a very important level of support, but it doesn't mean it will bounce. We need to wait for what? We have a clear trend line over here. Long, in my opinion, a weekly close above this purple trend line. What else do we have? CVNA. We have several scenarios over here. We have multi-top of the 5660 area. We also have this inverted head and shoulders. If you want to go long, only above the 5660. Until then, nothing much. Everybody sees what they want. You can also see here left shoulder, head, and maybe right shoulder. So don't rely on patterns, because patterns are not reliable. Anyone can see whatever they want. Follow price. What do you see? Tough resistance. 1 time. 2nd time, bulls gave up. Now 45, 50 needs to hold. Otherwise, we are heading towards 40. Long continuation above major resistance, above 56.60. What else do we have? Why NEO went up today? Because yesterday, NEO is not going up. Inside candle, doji. went all the way to the 50% of yesterday's candle, went back down. 865 needs to hold. Otherwise, let's ask Fibonacci, where do you think NEO is heading next? Below 840, we are heading towards 770 and then 7. Manage your risk. Don't marry stocks. The only thing you need to care about is your portfolio. Don't blow up the account. Follow price. Price on NEO to the downside. Never fall in love with stocks. Lift. This gap is not relevant anymore. Downtrend. Below. Long continuation. You see here, tried, went back. So what does it tell us? Only a weekly close above this purple trend line. Prefer above the 1150 area, and then we can go long. Otherwise, we are still in consolidation, nothing much. There are no lower highs, no lower lows, just moving sideways. Why is it some of your candles are yellow, others blue? What do the colors mean? First, the colors of the candles doesn't mean anything. You can color your candles any color you want, you see? But for the sake of your questions, these are green candles, purple candles, and we have the blue candles, which helps me to identify inside days, inside candles on any time frame. On the weekly, inside weeks. On the hourly, inside hour. The 5 minutes, inside 5. Why does it matter? Because inside candles are indecision in the market. And if I'm trading on the daily, with every candle represents one day, when I see an inside day, I do nothing because it tells me that the market doesn't know what to do. So I definitely don't know what to do. Open. We did open. No. Open. Nothing much. Only above the 350. Weekly close above the 350. Below 312. We are heading towards this gap over here. What else do we have? FSLY. Last time I checked, broke downtrend. Yep, broke downtrend. Now 1944 needs to hold. Below it, we are heading towards 1826, and then we have this gap over here. What else do we have? Hi, Leah, thank you very much for joining. How do you configure what? How do I configure what? I don't understand your question. Sorry, Adi, I don't understand your question. Let's see what SPY and friends are doing. Nothing. We have an inside candle on the 65. Now the market is holding. All the market is holding, sitting on hands and waiting for the right decision. As you can see, trend lines also on Bitcoin, everything works. Once you understand the relationship between price action, aka candlesticks, Fibonacci, trend lines, you can trade anything on any time frame. You don't need to take multi courses to trade crypto, one course to trade Forex, one to trade short, one course to trade long, one course to trade swing, day trading. No, one course, one mentorship, and that's it. You're set to go with lifetime access. Why? Because I want you not to be dependent on me. Don't depend on me. Don't depend on anyone. My goal is to transform you to become professional traders. This is my goal. And the sooner I do it, for me it's better. Less headache. Google for long. Google looks good actually in the past few days, but here you are. Once again, retesting this trend line. We all know this trend line. We drew it a few weeks back. Long continuation above 139. How do I configure? Just double click the candles and that's it. You can choose whatever color you want. Colors doesn't mean anything. Let's turn it. You can also do everything white. Clean the noise. Everything white. Inside bar, just go to this. Right, inside bar. Inside bar. Here you have it. Inside bar, bullish, bearish color. Choose, have many here. Just choose one. Click on it. Change the color. Now, what do we see? Only white. Fibonacci and trend lines. That's it. This is all we need to know. Colors is not relevant. Only for inside candles. As you can see, downtrend, inside candle, off a trend line, boom, to the upside. Now, multi-dojis, inside days, we need to wait. What else? Any other questions? Any other requests? If you want to take your if you really want to understand the psychology behind trading, first go to the Fibonacci Academy playlist. 25 videos on how to become a better trader. It's free. Check it out. Each video no more than 10 or 15 minutes. Some of them are even shorter than 7 minutes. Check it out. It's free. Technical side and the psychology behind trading. And we have the Fibonacci-Traders ebook only on the psychology behind trading. I wrote it from my experience on how I came over all the obstacles of the mental side of the psychology behind trading. Check it out. Fibonacci-Traders ebook. So any other questions? So I hope you find this live helpful. If you did, like, subscribe, share with friends. Will be much appreciated. Until FOMC, until the next video, trade safe.